welcome to the Pen Clique, episode 4, season 2. Was it retro ads? Ads with Sass this month. We kind of went one way with it, but actually ended up going another way. But at first it was going to be more of you guys were going to come up with the slogan and the product, and then we were just going to interpret that. But we ended up actually getting, what were they like? Actual ads. Like they were real ads. Slogans and stuff. And we had three entries from Mark Carspekin, which big shout out to both the Carspekins if they're watching. We got the prompts from her, and then I just told everyone else, I'm like, just pick one and then just go off of that. I actually, being the host this time, got to see everyone's besides Sarah's. Sarah slipped under the radar, so I'm going to be really looking forward to that. But everyone's, and it was really weird because I normally don't see everyone's. But no, this is going to be a great show. Tonight, my co-host is Nate Howard. Well, he's probably not. He might be too.
No, you're right. Yeah, actually, on my screen, I am exactly. Hi.
Yes.
You know. Yeah, there's Gary. My left and rights are confused, but no, yeah, totally. That's. Hi, I'm Nate. Well, like I said, this whole month has been really weird to begin with. The prompt was, it was a cool idea. It was just so many different ways to go about it. And then again, like Gary mentioned, Marge stepped up to the plate and gave us 3 ideas. And we went for the first 2 weeks going like, what do we do? And we're like, let's just pick one of hers. She came up with 3. So that's what each of us are doing. So again, huge thank you to you, Marge. But we know that this month was hard for a lot of people to come up with time. So if you're watching, or if you were, for all of you who are involved, thank you. We understand. We'll see you next time. No big deal. But we actually have a really good turnout, I think, this month for being an odd prompt. I think we're gonna come up with some. I peeked by accident because my drive gave me snapshots of recent activity, so it's gonna be awesome. Like I didn't open them, but I saw little thumbnails of them, and it's gonna be great. So I'm still looking forward to that. But again, thank you guys for being involved and pulling this together. Deanna is going through a couple of major life things right now. She's perfectly fine. As you saw, anybody who's live who saw it for a moment, she's fine. She's just going through some stuff. So we're picking up the slack. And then she had to come and pick up our slack for a second. So we're good to go. I love Deanna.
We're like, we got this for real this time, we promise.
Yeah. So she'll be back next month, and none of this will be like it ever happened. So.
Well, let's do some introductions. Let's go around the house. I'm going to start with Bori down there in the corner.
Yes.
Tell them where you're from.
I am from. Give 1 second.
Oh
I'm from Branson, Missouri. How's it going, guys? I'm Corey the Sea. I think I just accidentally broke something, but that's perfectly fine. I'm Corey the Sea. I'm from Branson, and yeah, I am a artist. Hello.
Sarah.
Oh, hello. I'm Sarah Sotaris from Springfield, Missouri, and I sometimes do art.
You bribe her to art for us.
Guys, I'm just a hobbyist. So.
Your work is great, though.
Yeah.
It is. I don't know why she's like, oh, I'm such a... No, you're... Isaac?
Yeah. Isaac Crawford. I'm in Springfield. Make comic books. IkeComics.com for more of my stuff.
And this is your 3rd episode?
Let's see. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
I've only done, this is only my 3rd because I used to work where I couldn't, my work schedule conflicted, but I'm able to make it now.
Just real quick, Gary, did you happen to hit record?
Actually, I will do that right now.
You can record. It's okay. You can record from the live video.
Yeah, we could just use the live
that
video
is
for
true.
post.
Alright,
That's fine.
I did. I think
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, are we recording? But then I was like, no.
Just so you can edit
From
this
the-
in somewhere. That's on me.
Dude, honestly, and here's the thing: I've spent the last couple weeks remastering and editing all of season 1 episodes. Actually, I got all of the last 3 of this season 2, but like we've got animation intros from James, and they're incredible. We've got a whole music score now, and we have intros and outros and some cool editing skills to make it look like we weren't fumbling for 20 minutes before we jumped on. So
That's
it's really cool. Needless to say, there's a couple in there that we had to use some really low quality recordings for. I don't know where they came from, and they still look good. So
Okay.
No.
Awesome.
so we can work with whatever we come up with. So again, thanks for your patience. But when are we gonna release on the Clever Kaiju face or YouTube channel? I'm just gonna drop all of season 1 all at once. I guess on the 1st Saturday. Does that work for everybody?
Yeah.
Like start the new year with season 1 and then
Yeah, man, I'd love for everyone
do
to
episode
go
1
watch
up at the
that.
same time then, right? Because then 4 episodes into that, then season 2 will be ready to rock too. So that actually works out because it's
Perfect.
'cause it's episode 4. Sorry.
Hold on, I'm actually gonna switch my function over from my computer onto the cloud really quick. There we go. Sorry, it was
Robot
making
noise.
the machine run a little slow, and I was getting
Oh yeah.
So to the audience, to everyone out there, I apologize. Again, this is like a new situation, new whole new world. I'm Aladdin in this bitch. So
Then who's Jasmine?
yeah, see.
Obviously, Nate. Like,
Obviously, maybe.
Give it a little bit.
no one
She's
had
like,
to say it.
Can I be the rug?
I want to be the monkey.
But before we get into showing any art tonight, let's talk about some of our sponsors. Well, we talked about Deanna earlier, so we're going to talk about her company, Playco Games, the creators of Epic Monster Tea Party. You can find this game and other games by Playco at www.playcogames.com. So keep printing it out. So make sure you get a copy of that. You got to buy it. Buy.
Too bad that we're going to go in sync. Oh, Backstreet Boys.
I like wild, wacky action bike action there. VisionCon's coming up April 29th to May 1st, 2022. So make sure you guys go register, get your tickets for that. And then right around the corner from that is going to be, VisionCon again, Tremendicon at June 17th, 18th, and 19th. And actually at both shows, Clever Kaiju will be there. We'll be doing demonstrations and, doing an episode of the Pen Clique Live. So better be there for that one. So, kids.
To wrap up our intros, James, what have you been up to, man? What do you got going on?
Oh, crap. I forgot about, see, this is a shitty host. I'm so sorry.
The curse has shifted. It's a curse. Poor James.
Sorry.
I'm really starting to take this personal, people.
Valid.
I just sit in the back and disappear. I fade into the background. Poof.
I meant to segue from all the intros and everything that you've been doing and all the help you've been doing in the episodes. I meant to segue it back to you. So my segue didn't work. I'm sorry, James. We love
It's
you.
all good. I'm James. I do stuff. That's about as good as I get.
Worth it.
Perfect.
Well, these guys are all going to do the plug zone.
Right, no,
later,
that's true, that's true.
Yeah. So, anything else before we dive into this art? They know who you are already, mister. So, as you know, since I'm hosting, I do not go first or last. Even as the co-host, I don't go first or last. Though I did think about going first tonight because I have seen everybody's, but I kind of want to see everyone's reactions to everyone else. So I'm gonna make James go first.
I'm sure it's probably on the spot.
Busted.
Just so he doesn't
I
go
gotta
later
use this
and he
line.
can't sleep thinking, wait, Did we get to James?
Oh, no.
So I did the high karate
Yeah.
Prompt.
Oh, that is beautiful.
So
Go.
my brain, like I said,
Put a-
Love that.
my first initial reactions were to go pretty dark and dirty, but I figured, keep it clean for the kids. So yeah, and I wanted to keep it with that vintage, 60s, 70s comic book feel.
Yeah, dude.
That looks beautiful. Oh my gosh.
I love the
Drew.
misprint.
I did
Yes.
some misregistration with my colors.
Oh, dude, very clever. Man, this looks legit. Like this is
Yes.
I
I
love
got
it.
some
That's very
textures in there. Did the old dot printing texture going on there. Just tried to make it look like it should from that era, I guess.
So nice. You're
Dude,
really good
clever.
at replicating like mid-century look.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, I really like mid-century art, so it's my easy wheelhouse to just go to.
Did you get the copy from them? Is this part of their branding, or did you make that up?
I looked at a bunch of theirs. The only copy I recycled was we put instructions on self-defense in every package for your own safety. And then I added, because we know what a group of girls could do to unprepared guy.
Yeah, this is in line. This is in league with their actual branding.
Yeah, so I
Yep.
used some of their format. Like they usually had like an image or person, context with a guy, some kind of messed
Yeah.
up.
Because typically they had like girls throwing themselves at guys,
Yeah.
but this
Yeah.
is this is a notch higher. Like this
Yeah.
is
I was like, group management was more than I was expecting. And then,
yeah.
so he's been obviously ravaged by the group of girls. Then looking for a sparring partner is one thing, but over splashing around a group can be unwise. And then the copy, and then of course their slogan is high karate, be careful how you use it.
Yeah.
So
Dude, well done, man.
That is
This is
freaking
good, man.
beautiful.
This feels like a legit, yeah.
yeah,
Because this is a cologne from like 69, 70, right?
Yeah.
somewhere in that era. Yeah. So I just, like I said, I just threw those
That's smart.
the textures, paper texture going on in there, purposely misregistered, stuff like that. So
I like that. I like those kinds of little.
I love the ink lines. Just
Yeah, that's what I was
gorgeous.
gonna-
Oh my
yeah.
gosh,
Yeah.
the texture.
It looks like it was just drawn with the real ink pen.
that's still that same brush that I always use every time.
Man.
It's very
I love the
natural
different-
looking too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love the different line weights and everything to also symbolize shading. Oh,
That would be a beautiful print too.
Yeah,
honestly,
Do it as a print. I'll take some of the product placement off or black it in or something.
Yeah.
I was about to say
Oh,
also,
no.
I mean,
Usually,
if this
you
company
still
was
use
still
that as
around,
advertisement for other
they
things.
should totally use this still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
That would be-
Like, this feels like that's in league of what they were already doing,
Yeah.
but it's just a notch higher. Like,
Yeah.
Honestly, if I
Well,
was
their
looking through a
original
magazine-
artwork
Just
I
was
want-
more like the Red
right?
Bull commercials with just the line art,
You're right.
Yes.
nothing else.
Well, that's what I mean. This is a notch higher, like on as far as like risque and just quality.
Yeah.
So my other question is the box art and the actual bottle. Like, did you rebuild that? Did you
I cheated. I threw it in Illustrator, did a
Yep. Line trace.
image trace, and then
Yes.
simplified it, and then just colored in the blocks, and then brought it in here, did a little bit more Photoshop on it, called it good.
Yeah.
Never knew
So
how
you
much.
know,
it was
letting you
done.
know
So
that you're
nice.
gonna have a lot of design teachers that are gonna poo poo on the live trace, and for
Oh,
good many
I
good
showed my students how to do it. I mean,
But
line
if you-
trace is there. It's a tool,
yeah. If you know how to use it and you know the range of which it's useful,
right?
then absolutely don't let them scare you
Oh,
away
yeah.
from doing it.
I didn't want a
But
realistic,
it's not good enough to
colored
rely on fully.
box art, from what they
Yeah.
had. So I wanted it to fit kind of the style of what I got. So I went in and, the simplest thing to do was break it down real quick. And then outline it, simplify the colors, and just.
And I'm not like critiquing at all. Like you're absolutely right. I was curious because that's pretty accurate to the packaging. Like that's like
I've seen
Spot
banners
on.
for downtown events where they took live trace from a photo.
Yep.
changed it down
that's
to,
what I mean. That's that's not
16
what we're
colors,
looking at
screwing up
here
our
by any
banner.
means. That's why I was curious.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are some that do like this. They just hit a button and they walk away from it, and it's like it has its uses. That's not it.
Oh yeah.
I think
I've had
there
one
was
of
an
them,
artist at the gallery that did watercolors and then brought his watercolors into Photoshop and applied the watercolor filter to his watercolors for some weird reason.
Oh,
So
Huh.
that's like opening a parallel watercolor universe.
A watercolor to the watercolor.
Of
And then I
a
watercolored it
vortex.
again.
Yeah.
So meta, man.
So
I
meta.
love his tucked in shirt, like or is
Yes.
the tucked
Yeah, I know.
in
His-
parts and the gap of skin
Yeah.
between there.
Yes.
Like
Like the button just came
I
off.
look at weird little stuff, little details like that, but like
Yeah.
that is like so cool, man. I love that.
I was
Like,
gonna
this
put
poor
like a
man has
woman's
been
hand
ravaged.
on the belt line, like a woman's hand down there.
Oh
Like
yeah.
pulling, and then put a couple around them, but I was like, I don't
He is never getting that lipstick out of that white shirt. I'm going to tell you that.
know.
There's more
Never.
lipstick where under that shirt. We get it.
Oh, they ripped his sleeve. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got the shoulder, the rip
Man was
sleeve, the torn off
ravaged.
buttons, the necktie.
This doesn't sound fun to me.
That
though.
suit was probably like a good $150.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, at least he enjoyed it.
That $20 cologne just cost you a $300 suit. How do you feel about that?
Oh, he feels fine. Look at his face. He feels fine.
Fun
Like,
fact:
for
they're still
now,
making high karate to this day. They actually have it in the aerosol cans, like the Axe body spray. You can
Wait,
find
what?
it in that canister now. So
Oh, really?
I think you can still find it.
I'm buying it.
But yeah, the bottle looks like a canister of
Be
ooze.
careful how you use it, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to use it. My wife's
Yellow
just going to
color.
walk in and be like, "Ugh, what's that smell?" Be like,
Smells like
it's our
70s,
cologne,
dude.
baby.
Man, that was great, dude. I love that. You
It was
just
perfect.
nailed that. Man,
Well done, dude.
good.
Yeah, I was looking at the other prompts and it was like the Pepsi one, the Welcome to the Live Generation or something. My brain went straight to zombies.
Yeah.
And,
It's better than what my brain went to.
and then the bra
Straight up.
one, I was like, what's the most, because, it's supposed to be ads. So I was like, okay, I could go one of two ways. So my brain was like the whole exploitation of women thing, but just take it over the top. But
I went down that rabbit hole.
yeah, so I was like, I'll stick with this one.
Yeah.
That and the fact that I didn't really start this one until about, I don't know, 6 p.m. yesterday. So there's like 4 hours into this, and that's about it.
Valid.
So
Great job. Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Yeah. See, good sport.
Yep.
All right.
Let's do this. Let's see if it will actually do what I want it to do. There we go. All right. So whenever it wait, is this? Wait, did it grab the right screen?
Yeah, no, we're saying
Yeah.
That screen?
yeah.
Which screen did it grab?
You know what's crazy? When I saw this, I actually, because I didn't look at all of them. I just kind of, saw the thumbnails. I actually thought this one was James's because I saw it. I was like, that, because like from far away, like, it's like that line. It's so strange. I thought that was James's work at first.
I mean, it does look
Showed
like a
me
lot
his,
of
and I
my
was like,
work.
wait a minute. And then
It does look like his
yeah.
line work. The
Yeah.
arms on the guy definitely looks like something I've seen of James's before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that this was a little bit different for me because I only had, what was it? Because I finally picked my prompt last night. Last night was when I picked my prompt at around 11 o'clock. then I was just like, okay, cool. Time to do some research. Did research all the way until about 1 o'clock in the morning. Could not nail a style down that I wanted to do. I looked through Tex Avery. I just typed in vintage. What was it? Vintage animated commercials. Found Jack Dilly Doo how that I wanted to do. I was getting very frustrated because I knew what I was wanting. I knew in my brain what I was wanting, but I was like, I want to make sure that I'm as close as I can to that style. Freaking could not find what I was remembering whenever I was a kid. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go closer to the Jetsons mixed with, honestly, if I can pull it up a little bit, Mr. Clean. Freaking Mr. Clean was
Yeah.
huge on it. And I even went through and I found this. I was like, oh yeah, that's freaking-tastic. But I was like, okay, how am I got the guy down. I drew him. I was like, okay, I like this. And then I drew the girl. I was like, okay, I like this. And I realized I was like, she stared right at his penis.
So you had to put the little dude there?
I was like, how am I going to show that you're basically going to have to beat the women off of you? And then I was like, no, I don't want him to like seriously like hold like a baseball bat or something and bash her over the head. I would not want that. So I was like, what else? Oh, kind of like how the old what was that old cartoon? The guy that kept on singing "I'm a Bill" on Capitol Hill.
Schoolhouse
Schoolhouse
Rock.
Rock.
Yeah, I was like, I can maybe do something like that. And then I drew the little guy. I was like, oh, you know what? He's kind of cute, kind of adorable. I like him. And then I realized I was like, dang it. It just looks like he's about to throw hands, but he doesn't look menacing enough. So I just put legs to the side, making it look like he just already rocked somebody's world, was coming up and be like, come on. But I had a plan to do like a bigger thing, but I only had like about 2 hours before I had to get to work. And by the time I finally got the characters done, I think I only had about 10 minutes and I still had to eat before I went to work. So yeah, that's where I got all this fun stuff from.
The little product dude with the fists up reminds me of, you ever see the old let's all go to not the kitchen, but the
lobby.
The lobby song.
Yeah.
From
the dancing hot dogs and the dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theater.
Snack,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Excuse me
think
for
so.
a moment. You guys can excuse me for a moment.
Oh, you're not excused.
Get back here.
You need a hall pass.
So what's
sir.
interesting
You
is
need a hall pass.
the original attracts girls. This one is attracting them, but it's defending him at the same time.
It's basically knocking him out, because if I remember right, the ad that I found said something along the lines of, oh, what was it? It was weird because it's just like, it kept on saying stuff like, oh, we put self-defense stuff in there so that you can defend yourself.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why don't we just have it defend him? He just
Yeah.
like walks around and then people just get beat the snot out of while he's just walking down the street.
Yeah, all of their ads had that blurb on the bottom with some added stuff for the reference of the image, but always that self-defense thing.
But there was one that I found that was like the Valentine's Day one that was just like, you can tear apart or tear up our instructions on self-defense. You won't need it. It's just like, oh.
Well, there was one I saw, the quotation was, I'm a misogynist. I threw away my instructions.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. This is why we got confused on this prompt, because some of these ads that we found were god awful to begin
Yeah.
with.
They
Like, we were looking through like Christmas ideas, and the misogyny in those 50s, 60s, 70s ads were just disgusting. Like
yeah.
like a housewife with a tiger skin
She's
I
a
saw
rug
that
rug.
one.
body
I saw that one.
and his foot on her head. Like, it's good to have a lady around, and it's
And I
like,
was
are
like,
you
what?
fucking kidding me? Like, how is that okay? Like, that's ridiculous.
It is.
Get her what she really
It was
wants.
pretty crazy.
It's just like
You know
we're
what?
gonna have to make these better.
I
We
want to
can't-
see an ad where it's like the equivalent of that, but it's like a woman in a chair, but it's like a man skin rug, and she's got like a martini, but instead of olives, you get the idea.
We would have to.
Testicles.
It would take
Yeah.
civilization as we know it.
I have no
There's an
shame.
artist
I'll
that's
say
already
it.
doing that with the old ads where they take them and they show the original ad and then switch the gender of the character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one, the one that really sticks in my brain was it's got like a shower, girls getting out of the shower and she's pulling off her pants, but it just shows her butt cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
So then they dress the guy as the same and he's got his butt cheeks showing too.
There was one recently. It was like there was a guy hunting. Is like if they advertised men in stuff like women or men hunters the way they advertise women hunters, and there was like this big burly guy with his big chest hair, right? But he's got this little halter top piece across his chest, and he's got tattoos and his furry, hairy arms, and his
Beautiful.
and his shorts are like brown, like camo brown, but they're packed up like wedgied into his butt, and he got this big burly beard, but he's posing where he's somehow showing his butt, but yet his chest at the same time.
Oh,
Like this poor guy had to sit there like that for how long to get this shot? It's like that's. Plus, here's the thing. I mean, dude was working it. Like it was like.
I won't say he didn't look bad because he looked
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good.
he
But
put
did
a
he
lot
get
into
the
this.
shot? That's what I'm asking.
Got the shot. He took down that rack, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
But was he straight fierce? Was he fierce?
Let me tell you, those grizzly bears were running to the hills.
Yeah.
All right, so who's
God.
next?
Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Excellent.
You guys beat me up. I'll go. Ugh. All right. So I also went with high karate.
3 for 3.
But in my case, be careful how you use it. For example,
I saw that earlier and I was like, oh my god. I want you to tell me the idea behind it, and then I'm going to tell you what I thought.
simply put, be careful how you use it, for horrible reasons, like a bear repellent, because that's not going to work.
bear base. Bear base.
So they got at least one spray in the eyes. The eyes are all. It's like, and here's the thing: the bottle, and I'll show you in a minute, but you can see like the way that the actual color of this stuff is. It's like this greenish blue or greenish yellow color in the bottle, like in person. It looks like toxic waste.
It does.
So it's like they got
Look
one
like
spray
it's
in the
that
eyes here, and then you see his eyes all swollen and
Yeah, it's all irritated.
all angry. Right? The bear's pissed.
I love that. Oh my
This has
gosh.
been an ineffective use of high karate. But and I'll show you actually what I mean. I actually have it saturated out to kind of give it some more of a vintage aged look, because mine wasn't as traditional like advertisements as yours. Just because I wanted more of the bear in the shot, so like vertical, like I went I changed the tabloid, but see,
Man,
just kind of give you an
hilarious.
idea. Like these colors were actually pulled from an ad. These greens.
Jeez.
So I don't know if they like doctored it up and jacked it up themselves, or if it was more of like a yellowish color, I think, in person.
Well, I
but
think one of their ads, it's like the lime, like their lime flavored or lime scented one was one of the.
right,
Yep.
yeah. So it looked like a canister of TGRI.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like the stuff that made the Ninja Turtles Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Right, yeah, yeah.
It's a
So
mucin drink.
immediately, as soon as I made that connection, I'm like, oh yeah, it looks like the same green substance that's in the in my Potbelly Mammoth cover. The big canisters of green that I'm just like, oh yeah. I'm good at
It looks
this.
like someone peed in a bottle and stirred it with a green marker. That's what it looks like.
Like a highlighter. Stirred it with a
Let's be honest here. It's just the Grinch's pee.
yeah.
Merry Christmas to you all. Cindy Lou, I hate you.
Yeah, pickled
That's so
highlighter.
fun. I love it though. I think it's
Oh my
great.
God.
I
This is
think you went in
hilarious.
a totally different direction, and it's so funny, and it still works because it's like
Yes.
still product placement.
It's like
Yeah.
I can see an actual ad like this.
Yeah.
It
that's
attracted
not
the
far
wrong
from,
female.
like, the joke could be real. Like that could be an actual advertising campaign. Like Holy shit! Because see, I assumed that the guy used it on himself and assumed that he could use karate against the bear. But yours is way better.
I was thinking that. I just
Well, that's the thing.
expected
It's like it's
wrong
either a
type
bear.
of
It's like
female.
even my wife looked at it and she's like, "So is it a bear repellent and it failed him, or is it like a bear like lure and it worked too well?" And I'm like, why not both? But there's
I feel
actually a
like
little bit more.
I feel like he failed his charisma check trying to seduce a bear.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Nat
have
one.
you seen the show?
He got a one.
There's a show called Regular Show that my wife and I watch.
Yes.
And we love this so much. And as soon as I looked up, because when Marge suggested these, I went through and actually James and I were on the phone together as we went through and figuring what we were gonna do. And I saw this and it was like, oh, it's a cologne. And just seeing like how they advertised it, where like it reminded me of Dude Spray from
Oh my god.
it's a whole episode where Mordecai is dead set on getting this cologne so that he can spray it on himself and sit in a park and just let girls come at him from the bushes and the trees. Like, they just swore, in all the advertisements, and they're like, but there was a clan of unicorns that as soon as he put it on, they popped up out of nowhere, and they were like punk rocker unicorns, and they're like, "Hey bud, can I bump a spray? Can I bump a spray?" And they're like, "You don't use dude time to get the ladies. You do it to hang out with the bros." And then like they wouldn't leave them alone, and they're punks, and they were just wrecking their house,
my
partying, and they
gosh.
couldn't get rid of them. And so, anyways, rabbit hole. I was like, "Oh yeah, we're doing this."
Love it.
There's actually another hidden gem that I actually decided just before we went live to hide this layer, because I feel that there's a trend. I feel like this trend happening with me, where this whole what would Gary do is getting
Oh no!
it's getting to me. Like I did not hesitate to do this.
Yes.
Gore.
Yeah.
Blood and gore.
I
That's
didn't.
about
I mean,
what
and look, I mean, it's on there.
Oh yeah.
Like I even got a new brush and everything for it.
That flow is very Gatorade-like.
I got it. It's happening in layers now,
That's a high impact.
Layers
too.
of juicy flavor.
Yeah.
and it's going everywhere.
Fried
I'm
and
just
gum.
like, what have I become? So
Amazing.
needless to say, I decided to hide it just for the sake of the ad, because they're not gonna. But I didn't hesitate. I even got a new brush. This is actually 3 brushes layered.
That's amazing.
Beautiful.
That's some damn good blood splatter.
So I thought, yeah. Anyways,
I like that. Clean,
hi karate.
dirty. God, yeah, I can totally see this as
Same.
seriously. It's insane. So I'll do mine next because you guys have way better ones than I do. So I'll just go ahead. I'll just kill that.
Yeah,
one
you're right.
now.
You should go next for that exact reason.
You
Yes.
want to go? Will you pull mine up, Nate?
Yes.
Since I'm recording, I don't want to screw
Right.
everything up. And for some reason, I wouldn't be able to see you guys and show at the same time. I don't know.
Mm.
Well, yeah. If you're spinning plates is really what's. I had it pulled up, but I'm season 2.
I treated mine more like a design. It's like it was a weird idea I had in my head, but I wanted to execute it like more like a design. You'll see it.
Actually, I'm gonna download it so I don't have to worry about the
Okay.
browser.
Browsers get messy.
Okay,
Hold it down.
here we go.
I see on mine. I actually just took a picture, wrote the ads like of the bottle and stuff. I did no image trace because I had like fucking hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours to do everything. So I was like, there's no fucking way I'm drawing that bottle. But the inspiration behind it is that I wanted to do kind of like a Black Belt Jones type of thing.
Yeah.
But I wanted
Yeah.
no contours whatsoever.
Mm.
I wanted something very, very bright, and I wanted like things that could define shape, but like maybe three hues, or I guess pigments in this case, because it's grays, white, and black, and then you have the big bold red in the background. But like I wanted there to be like these bodies and these objects in here, but they have no contours in them whatsoever. But everything reads the way it's supposed to read, and I felt like, I know it's kind of weird, but it felt more like an exercise to me doing this than like a prompt, because I had to think like, okay, how am I going to get this done in X amount of time to execute this idea? Okay, well, I can't do that. I don't have enough time to do that. What about this idea? Okay, how am I going to lay it out? Oh, I want to use all shapes and no contours. And I thought, I hated this thing when I first did it. I fucking hated it.
Dude.
And I was like, I'm not gonna show it. Like I even sent them a text. I'm like, I'm not gonna show it. Fuck that. I'm not gonna show it. And I was like, okay, you know, I guess
Dude, this is extremely clever. Like this is it's very impressive how you were able to do so much and capture like so much motion. Like it was I wouldn't say it was so little, because there's a lot going on here. Like but it's very clever on a design standpoint. This is beautiful. And it's got a little bit of the old samurai, ninja,
little block print type thing going on there.
Yeah.
There is a YouTube play button in this picture. Can you find it?
Yes.
I
was actually gonna point that out. Really like it.
But also, I love it because it reminds me of a Coca-Cola ad as well.
It does.
The red
with and of course being red, and then the product being so green, like for the same reason, like I see a lot. You use some complementary colors for sure. Like that's your designer brain kicking in. That's
Nick's like, I see you. I see your designer brain.
His gi in the background, his gi, not swollen ass bear eyes, and I see what you did there. That's clever.
Yeah, no, I love that you were still able to capture movement with just shapes, and that's kind of something that's a little bit hard to do. I like how like you can tell the top of his thigh is like up and moving like he's running, but there's no actual definite lines because like he is the same color as the background, but it's blocked out hers in such a way where you can tell he's moving. And same with like some of the girls' hair. And like, I love it. I love movement in images. And so like getting to capture that with just shapes versus actual like rendering and all that other like fancy stuff, you still captured it. And I'm like, oh, I love it. It's great. I think it's
I love how savage she is in the face.
I think you're downplaying yourself on this one. It's kind of genius still. So yeah,
I'm curious if that's actually effective on the girl that's wrapped around his neck. She seems a bit savage for the other two are like, no, I'm in this because I'm tired of these fucking people.
Looking at the girls, there's a play. Are they hanging on because they're trying to kick his butt, or
are they trying to kill him?
No, or is it like, all right, we're hanging on because we want this one. So they got that expression that could be either way, but it really reminds me of like those 70s samurai film flicks.
Yeah, like the kung fu flicks, like Black Belt Jones and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going for with this, man. If you guys out there,
I'm glad you showed it. I knew for a fact there's no way that what you did, even if you didn't like it, was going to be bad or. But I, at the same time, I'm not going to, fist fight you to show your art. If you, I'm glad that we didn't have to do that. It's cool that you showed it anyways. I appreciate that.
Dude,
well done.
Thank you, guys. Oh, I was gonna say one thing with that. You don't have to pull it up again, but with the body, you're talking about the body shapes and stuff, and them kind of interacting with each other. I had to find a way to use the white of their gis to show the shape of his body.
Yeah.
So I had to,
like the width.
The outline his figure with theirs.
Yeah. No,
that was really fun. It's the YouTube
Did you just paint in red and then fill the background with the same red, or did you? It looks like you did it with their figures. It feels like you puzzled their bodies together to give his body definition.
Because I mean, it was all a rough sketch. I just drew his body, and then I just started like blocking in all the women grabbing onto him, you know, with white, just all blocky shapes, and then I just started doing the hair and all that. Because again, like Sarah was saying, it's not full rendering. It's all shapes, so you can play with things a little bit more and exaggerate things, and you know, you have to do a bunch of super big details.
Yeah. Well done, dude.
Thanks, guys.
Bravo.
I respect your bravery.
So who's gonna go first, or
Did
who's gonna go next?
not high karate?
Is it gonna be Sarah? Is it gonna be Isaac? Which one's it gonna be?
You tell me. You've
I
seen
think-
everything, haven't
I
you?
think
We
it's
go
gonna be-
when we change up the scenery to where I can actually drag and drop things in. We're gonna do a wheel, and we're just gonna choose by. I have
Okay,
a virtual
wheel it
wheel
down.
that we're just gonna.
Ooh.
I don't mind
Gary
going.
every time.
Okay,
Actually,
yeah,
I
you go.
was supposed to go
We'll
last,
save
but-
Mr. Isaac for last.
You're saving me for last. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Funny. So yeah, I also, like we kind of said, it was kind of a difficult episode and prompt. So I also heavily procrastinated like everybody else did. So because of the holidays, you know, and I did the maiden form one, and I kind of went down a rabbit hole of like looking at the ads and also feeling like mildly offended by the ads.
No, you should
You can
feel
be
a
as
lot of
offended
it.
as
Right
you
on
A lot of
the-
offended, let's be honest here.
Nothing mild about it. It's just like the fuck.
Yeah,
Continue.
just like, ah, and like
Face.
just kind of thinking about it. And so I don't know, I just kind of, this one thing that I think embodies it pretty well, my feelings towards the 50s. Advertisement culture.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. That is so good. I love it.
Oh,
Face.
so
Yeah, because all the ads were like, oh, look at me. I don't know, weirdly oppressed woman who's doing something fun in my maiden form bra, yada, yada. That was like the whole campaign ad. And so anything in that era, and I kind of fall back on Frank Frazetta, my love, and Norman Rockwell and all that. And I'm just like, I just got stuck in my head this like, I dreamed I was sacrificed to Cthulhu in my maiden form bra.
But her look on her face is like, are you serious?
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Like, I don't actually really want her to look scared. I want her to be like, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh, you know what that face reminds me of?
She's
That
just
face
like,
reminds me of the scary movies where, you know, that one slasher, she's like, oh my gosh, is this a part of the movie where I have to run from you? Oh, it was like to break my leg.
almost like she got caught in somebody else's dream and she's aware.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
What's
This
wrong
is
with
your
you,
dream?
man? Did you
sorry.
look at bra ads or something? Because this is ridiculous.
Honestly, if I ever saw a bra ad for this, and this was the bra ad, I don't care. I'll buy one.
But no,
Cthulhu's coming. Let's get this.
Right?
regardless of replacement, the fact still remains. You've got the female figure down, for sure. And the hair. You
Thank
just
you.
I
Nailed
That
it
was
again.
actually
the
a
hair
lot
and the
of,
expression.
that was a lot of fun. Yeah. Doing her hair was really fun, actually.
I gotta say, I love the bounce lighting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Especially on the two eyes on the corners. Oh my gosh.
Thank
They
you.
it's just gorgeous.
It's very
This
beautiful.
was a lot of fun, actually. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I
those
was
eyes
off all
have-
day yesterday and worked all day today, so I just spent all day at home working on it. And I didn't even, because I wasn't totally sure if I wanted to do this month, like until Wednesday morning.
Valid.
I started sketching this, and I was like, yeah, this could work. I can finish it real quick. And so I just finished it all yesterday, and it was really
I love the
fun.
textures.
I love
Yeah.
the bold blue and how much she sticks out from it too.
Oh,
That
Right.
nice red dress, and it goes up into like her bare skin.
Right.
And to quote Haley, big shout out to Haley. She's not here tonight, but big shout out to her. She's like, she's very. I like your ladies. They're very juicy.
I was trying to think of the quote too. I couldn't think of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
That's what Haley said.
Every
The
episode.
monster-
Juicy.
The creature in the back is incredible, especially all the dark and that you have so much
Yes.
defined in set with the values of your blues. But those eyes, there's like a natural glow to them, like especially around the red. If you get in real close on the red or the outside, they fade in and out of. There's different depths to them, and they have their own glow to them, and they work perfectly, like with your highlights that go around like the outside of the eyes,
Yeah.
and it's perfect for steering your attention down to her.
Mhm.
Like it's on a design standpoint, like you have so much going on in the background, you have so little doing so much for you, but those eyes, perfect for. And then you're met with that face. That,
It's like,
Kind of
wow,
fun.
it's so
What are you
incredible.
looking
She's
at?
like, are you seriously looking at me right now?
I mean, that's Disney shit right there. That's
It's like, are you taking a picture of me instead of helping me right now? Are you kidding me?
really
Are
a
you
selfie.
Do you know how many splinters I have in my back? This is uncomfortable.
I mean, granted, only her arms are tied, so I'd like to think she could get out of it, but
Right. Another reason I was able to blow through this so quickly, this is just me. I didn't want to draw any hands or feet today, so I made them both disappear.
good for you. Good for you.
Best way to do it.
But yeah, so yeah.
That hair, though, that hair would have taken me as long as it took.
Oh,
for
yeah.
everything.
That hair's gorgeous.
I
Yeah.
love the colors you use for your skin tones too.
Mhm.
Like, look at all that. You do underpainting too, don't you?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
there's like a shadow layer that's like, I like cool colors for it. So I'll choose like either a deep blue, deep purple, or usually my go-to, sometimes green. And then I just kind of like erase the highlights off of it. And I feel like it just makes light kind of bounce a little bit more. It kind of helps give atmosphere too. But yeah, it was, so yeah, I just kind of overlay that darker layer over everything else and then just like erase out and like pop out highlights kind of. It's fun.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's really
Yeah.
nice.
You guys.
pretty.
It's crazy, like seeing your work from when you first came on the show until now.
Yeah, this one's done.
And-
Yeah, it is done, right?
but and you were saying like you were first like starting out, you're like, oh, this isn't that great, and, it was wonderful work, and like from that and then advancing it more to this stuff is just like, oh my god,
Yeah. It's,
this is wonderful.
it's
But
really
yes, you
fun.
did finish it, and that's all. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
It was definitely fun. Yeah. Thank you guys. Yeah. I had a lot of fun with this one. And yeah, the I like the group too, and I think that's helped with like advancement too, just getting to do fun things that I wouldn't normally think of. But yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
All righty, let me defer. Thank you guys though.
You make sure you show that to Haley when she comes back.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about her too while I was working on. Kind of why I
She'll
was
want her
like-
own Sarah schedule.
Like she always likes my women. It's like she's they're juicy.
Josie.
You definitely have a fan for sure.
Dude, that makes me laugh.
We'll
so
just do
hard,
we'll just
man.
do a
Mutual fandom.
Juicy Ladies by Sarah Salteras.
Yes. Need an art book about it.
Yeah, we'll just do an
Yeah.
art
Perfect. Sells millions.
book. At least one.
At least one. And
I mean,
just
I'll get one too.
right in the cover,
At
it
least-
just
at
says
least one.
juicy. And it has in parentheses.
It's like
Juicy.
3 Y's. Just like-
Yes.
JOOOS.
It's
It's so long that the
Josie.
covers a fold out.
Josie.
Oh gosh.
It's so funny to me to always hear that because I don't really think about that when I draw. I just draw the pretty lady.
Draw a pretty lady, and then I say, Lucy.
I just love it because it's like all those dudes mostly, and then it's just like Haley's the one.
He's like, anybody else gonna say it? Because I will.
Everybody was like, "Oh, the
We don't want to be inappropriate. We're like sweating because we don't want to be that guy. But she's like, anybody else check that? Anybody else see that booty? Huh? Like, yeah, what she said. I didn't notice. That's a.
I was sitting here admiring
Look at
the
that
hair, but oh yes, that'd be.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna have to pay more attention to this booty.
My God, she is juicy.
By George, she's juicy.
It is in fact juicy.
My God, Sass.
Monocle top hat. By George, I do believe this is what we call juicy.
When that pendulum swings so far back the other way, like, okay, guys, move on.
That quit my face hurts.
Juicy corner over.
Anyways, well done, Sarah. You did it again.
Looks like it's your turn, Isaac. You can't make me laugh because my face hurts right now.
Okay, I too went with the maiden form bra, and what was the original? Because I just went with the original tagline in Marge's post.
Yeah,
you'll see.
You'll see.
Okay. Can you see it?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
You want to talk about what would Gary do? Right there.
Oh my God.
I think I said that when I drew it. I was like, this is Gary.
This is totally what Gary would
Oh
do. So
my God.
dressed as in like dressed like turkey dressing? Like dressed.
Took it literally in a totally different direction.
Oh god.
It's like it's beautifully fucked up. Like you ever seen the movie Midsummer? It's like a really gorgeous movie, but it's really fucked up. That's what this is. This is
I mean,
Midsummer.
she's like a-
It's executed so well, and I love like the white, like that you put it on white because you have to look at it.
You
Like
have to.
it's on white. It's like there's nothing else distracting you from it, and you have to look at it. And I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I looked through some of the ads, like here's one. And they're all, it's very objectifying of women. I was like, well, if we're gonna objectify women, let's say go.
Well, then I guess we'll go to the farm.
Right.
How much worse can I make that?
We're gonna objectify women. I'm gonna carve out her ribcage and fill it with
Right.
I'm gonna objectify women like Dauber. Like
She'll be a quadruple amputee on my dinner table.
The worst part
this
is
I don't. This is kind of me. I do like to be funny, but I was self-conscious sharing this today.
you know what that part is?
It's so
I
messed
love
up.
dark humor. And this reminds me of whenever I was a kid, one of my friends came up to me and was just like, hey, guy, I have a question for you. Why did little Susie fall off the swing? And I'm like, I don't know. He goes, because she didn't have any arms. Knock, knock. And I was like, what? Who's there? And he goes, not Susie.
oh my God.
It was just, and this reminds me way too
And
much.
then for the
of it.
punchline, you got Susie in the back just.
Susie's just sitting there, it's like, screw you guys.
You know what else I love is that it looks almost like a really messed up greeting card.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Where were
that
you this
feel.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
We
Sorry,
missed you
we
at the
missed
table.
ya.
I think you hit the nail on the head with the what would Gary do, because when I thought Nate was gonna have to show for us, I uploaded mine real quick so I saw everybody's thumbnail, and I kind of caught this thumbnail and I'm like, oh, that has to be Gary.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
This is one of the thumbnails that was showing in the drive as like a recent activity. Like, so as soon as you put it in there, so this was one, and it was a small thumbnail, but like just your use of blacks, there's no denying, especially like on the
I
inside of the
love
rib
it.
cage, the way you feathered in that black and the color in the black. I was like, that's absolutely Isaac. There's nobody else that could have done that. like even from a distance, as
So
surprising as it is, it's like, nope, that's Isaac.
And it's so effective. It's so effective too.
I will say that
And now let's put this away and never look at it again.
This is going
that
to-
whenever it comes to your art style,
I'm like, nah, I screen cap the shit out of that.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah,
Yeah, this is next year's
oh yeah, this is going to go
Holiday
to
card.
all my family.
yeah,
Merry Thanksgiving, Merry
Hallmark,
Christmas.
here I come.
But I will say that whenever it comes to your art style, I freaking love it because it takes everything that I loved about, like, say, Hellboy's art style and everything like that, and makes it even better for me. Because don't get me wrong, I love Hellboy and the art style there, but I can actually know what I'm looking at whenever it comes to, like, there is actual, I can see it. I'm like, okay, I understand what this is instead of like random blotches. I love it. I love the simplicity of the grapes, that I can totally tell that they're grapes, but they're very simplistic and I love it. And also that is a very juicy apple.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah. But I just love the contrast, and like you don't need to go through and do a ton of shading and everything like that, because oh my gosh, the blacks just
Yeah, I like the
black.
straight black line shadow. That's a very you, and you do it very well.
it's bold and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, your usage of black is just stupid, dude. It's
So if someone jumped in,
Borderline insulting.
if someone jumped on the video right
it's
now and they
insane.
just hear us
It's
talking
so
about
insane.
Isaac's
It's
blacks
just
while
it's
this is
cuckoo.
out.
It's just dumb cuckoo.
And then, like, these
Don't
people-
worry, we allow you to. We give you the permission. But golly, I just freaking love the style.
How'd you color
Makes
it?
my heart happy.
It's so upsetting.
Oh, it is.
It
It is absolutely horrifying, and I love it.
Well, and I think
I do
also
that.
How was it colored, Isaac?
Yeah, this Mango Studio, just paint bucket and a little bit of watercolor brush and a India ink brush. Did it very quickly.
It seems to be the theme tonight.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of time on this
I
season.
did it very quickly.
I divided mine up between 2 days. I mean,
Ish, same here.
when I, you know,
Can't see it actually.
Did mine in an hour and a half.
well, I did mine with a touchpad at my tattoo station.
Oh gosh, you are.
I mean, I was on the
MVP right
brink
now.
of like, there was a bunch of people that wanted to come in, and we had walk-ins, but every time, like, and then something, they were either too young or they didn't like the cost or something. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just go back to my bear. So I couldn't really invest enough time to have more gear.
All I can think of now is you're just sitting there, and it's just like, and that's going to actually be about $200. And they're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. Well, fine, I'll just go back to my bear.
Right? Yeah, I almost
Oh,
like
you
to the
do
point
that.
where when I was starting to get to the end of it, I was like, I swear, if somebody walks in, $600, doesn't matter what they want.
Yeah.
I just
Can I get a small
want to finish
card?
it.
$600. I just want one color, just straight black. $600. And I get to choose where you place
look
it.
at one I already have. 600.
600. You
Sorry.
didn't even look.
Just validate my tattoo. But no, I think that's everybody, is it?
Yeah, man, we've hit the end of the prompts here. So I guess before we go into the plug zone, just one more time, I just wanted to bring up tonight's show is brought to you by again Blanco Games.
Play it.
Find Epic Monster Tea Party and other games like it at www.playcogames.com. And it's also brought to you by VisionCon, which will be here in April 29th through May 1st of 2022. So make sure you go online, you go to the Facebook page at VisionCon or www.visioncon.net. Oh yeah, there's the other play code game.
That's the other one.
Yeah.
I haven't opened this one.
I don't have that one. I need to
Yeah.
But go to VisionCon's page and make sure you register if you're an artist or you just want to, enjoy the show or whatnot. Just go online and register. Same with Tremendicon, and that's going to be June 17th, 18th, and 19th at the Oasis next year. So make sure you guys get your tickets and register for that as well, because the Clever Kaiju folks, we're going to be there. We're going to be doing stuff.
We're going to run those tracks.
We're going to run them.
Choo choo! Dude, I have all these buttons. I really need to connect this thing to this.
Yeah, we need
You
that
do.
noise.
I've got a panel looking right at me. I just want to hit all the buttons.
Little soundboard.
I do. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good.
Now
I even
we
have
come
the
to-
Quad City DJs that train song that they do.
Oh, the woo woo.
Right. I actually have that queued so that anytime live, like they do a train or whatever, I could just I'm just saying, Pen Clique is gonna get so much cooler when
It's like
already so
there.
cool.
We just gotta assemble them. That's
it's about things are about to change.
yeah.
The best way. But now we've come to the plug zone, and that's where everybody here gets to talk about what they've been working on and where you can find them. And I am going to start with Isaac because he went last, so we're going to start with him in the plug zone.
Cool.
Plug it.
Yeah, IkeComics.com and Ike Comics on Facebook and Instagram. I've got the Musical Mishaps of Cat and Fiddle series. It's got issue 7 that came out a while ago, and then just recently made a set of comic pages to The Fifth Element, like a scene from The Fifth Element, and that was something that was all traditional, and that's something I have to show, and little comics of and prints of, and then working on some other new comics. So just sign up for my email list, and you'll get notified when the next thing's ready.
Nice.
Yeah, Sarah.
Hey, so yeah, I'm mostly active on my Instagram. You can find me like Sarah Saltaris or at Saltini1996. I just draw for fun, but I also have lately been playing a lot with like a comic idea that I've had for years. So I've been posting a lot more like original like character design and type things, so that's kind of fun. That's what's going on over there right now, but I don't really do commission work. But if anybody wants prints, all they have to do is DM me. I do make and sell prints.
Sweet. Juicy print.
Are you going to release a juicy print set?
I might have to. We'll see. We'll see on VisionCon. I'll just
Now we have a concept. See, it's a slippery slope. Now you have branding.
I know.
Yeah.
You might not
if
like
I get
it,
a
but
booth,
it's not
I'm
about
gonna
you.
need a banner. And juicy is spelled with 2 O's, and the O's are butts.
Right now, if you do that and you brought those to those shows, you would totally sell out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I would be pissed off because I wouldn't have made as much money as you.
The kaiju stand would be next to you going, that.
Yeah.
This is what people want.
Like, well, guys, I know what book we're doing next year.
Exactly. Here's the prompts now. It's just juicy, 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 juicy.
Gotta make them dollar bills, y'all.
Basically.
I'll just have a loop on the TV of Mammy twerking. Just look at his butt.
Exactly.
Look at his butt.
Get me money. Get
Okay,
me
you
money.
at least had to do one. I'll say this, and we'll move on. But you had to at least do this one thing for me one time. I don't care whenever it is. You have to draw a juicy lady wearing a skirt that is a Capri Sun wrapper.
Respect the punch. Respect the
Yeah,
That's
that's like
a
an
great
Eric,
idea.
that's like an Eric collaboration.
Going to do that later.
On a Capri Sun wrapper. Yeah, I agree.
I want my
Oh my
5%
goodness.
cut when they start selling.
I need my 50% cut at least.
10% when it turns into a toy.
Oh my.
Oh, good gosh.
I love it.
Okay.
Corey, where can they find you?
Oh, okay. So y'all can find me at Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me. Well, those are the only real places you can find me at. All really. And what I've been working on, I've been doing random crap animations, learning Toon Boom and all that fun jazz. I mean, also, let's see. Actually, I have one little thing I could share. Boom.
Share it.
Yeah. So doing just random crap animations just for fun.
Oh, that's great.
And it's just short little things, teaching myself how to do animation. And also you can find me on Twitch because I try to teach people on Wednesdays how to do art. And on Fridays, I scream at my computer because I'm playing video games and throwing controllers through things as well.
Nice.
That's how we
If
do
you
it.
see the wall that's actually behind his monitor, it's just remotes stuck in the wall.
Just okay.
Basically.
Control-
He just hangs his coats on him.
Oh, yeah.
They
It's
look
is
like
that a
deer
PlayStation
heads,
4 one?
but they're just
Yes.
remotes.
They're my trophies. I actually have placards and everything. And it's just, this one survived at least 4 hits against the wall. This is my prized possession.
Yeah.
Oh my god. James, where can they find you?
Jay Rutherford Art at Instagram. That's about all I got right now.
Right
Go
on.
on there, follow him.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah, do
I
that.
follow him. He follows him. He
I
follows
mean,
him.
I've done some
You can find all of us. You know, because we're
few
all
outsourcing 3D models and random animations, stuff like that.
I'm just saying, like, and here soon, like when we start releasing more of our content, we're gonna have like, you know, credit bumps and animations and stuff. We've got one of Clever Kaiju. We have Playco Games animation, the very Pen Clique animation that we haven't unveiled at all here. Like we probably could if we wanted
Just
to.
finished that one not too long ago.
But we all of the episodes of season 1 that will be actually on January 1st. I'll be dropping it on the actual like Clever Kaiju YouTube page. All of those animations were done by James. It was something like, we need something, we don't know how to go about it, and we gave him very little information. And you know, he's a busy dude, and he's like, just tell me what you need and I'll do what I can. And it's just incredible how much he's able to knock out in such a short period of time. It takes an amazing amount of discipline. So James, I thank you. It makes
He's
a
a
world of
mutant.
difference. And
You're amazing.
yeah,
You just make me sound better than I really am, dude.
just mute yourself so I
Yeah.
can know
Yeah.
about you,
We'll just
please.
keep on bragging about you. If you just want to mute yourself, we'll just keep bragging about you.
But no, like here's the thing, man.
Unsung
Like after
legend.
putting that in, and it was after the animations, I was like, what cool music are we gonna put behind this? So I went on and I licensed some music that I'm just like, oh my god, it's like so epic and so triumphant that I don't know. It gets me choked up. And I don't know, I'm just really proud of what we're doing. So when on January 1st, you're gonna see the newly remastered episodes of season 1. And I don't know. I think it's incredible what we've done.
They're delicious.
I want to thank everybody for your commitment. We know we just made this up during the time where the world was shut down. Like COVID hit and we didn't know what to do with ourselves. We didn't expect for people to be so like, I don't know, loyal to, you know, the routine. We didn't know. It's just like, well, let's try it. And we're bringing more people in, especially since we're able to be more in person now for this next year. We're going to be bringing in a lot of people, but we couldn't have done it without, you know, the dedication of each of you. Some of you I've known about for a long time. Sarah, I knew about you for a few years, and I have yet to meet you in person.
Yeah, I know. Right?
You come from, you know, a very close friend of mine, and I have yet to actually meet you in person. I look forward to the opportunity to, but it's so awesome to have all of you. Corey, like we bumped into each other so much, and then I don't know, just it takes a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask of each of you, and we have new people. I think next month I actually brought up our queue for next month, which I'm going to bring in a team of artists that I work with on a daily basis at a tattoo shop, the Body Creations Inc. tattoo shop here in Springfield. And from what I understand, the entire crew is willing to put in artwork. They might even come on camera and talk with us. But so we should have a pretty heavy roster next month. But do we want to unveil what we're doing for next month now?
Yeah, let's tell them, man.
Okay. So next month is going to be basically designing tattoos for well-known cartoon characters. So so we're gonna take cartoon characters and design a tattoo that they would already have. Now Popeye, I think, is already a given. I don't know if he's off the board, but we're gonna be gathering suggestions from viewers on social media about characters that they would like to see tattooed, and then we will go in and design those tattoos for them. Of course, this is being. Where is the artwork for it? I had it. Oh wait, it's over here.
It's gone forever.
So
the computer broke it.
New year, new look.
Ooh.
Fresh ink for old characters. It'll be Thursday, the 27th of January.
Yes.
At 8 p.m. same time. Each of us artists we're gonna showcase whatever tattoo designs that we think is most fitting for that character if they were to walk into the shop. Like I said, I have at least a few, if not the entire team of at least submitting art from Body Creations Inc. here in Springfield, the shop that I actually work at. They'll be joining us, and as well as any the Pen Clique cast. So it'll be a big event. It'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully this prompt is a little more cut and dry, a little more clear as to what. Not so.
Damn, this one was fun.
But it was fun. It was well done, and that's something I want to get to is that as awkward as timing was, this time of year is always hard. And for as busy as people are, and it's for not a very clear prompt. I'm really impressed by what we did and everybody that's involved. And so thank you. It means a lot to us. Like I said, it costs a lot of time and effort and energy and attention, and you delivered. So we're really happy.
You guys all rock. We love you.
Gary, you gonna plug?
Do I have to? ArtistGaryBedell.com, Artist Gary Bedell, Facebook and Instagram. If you want to get some of my stuff, you can go to my website and you can get my art book Thawed digital copy for $5. It's like 116 pages long. You can get a copy of my sketchbook 1, or you can get a copy of Graveyard Slaughter. Again, all my website. And also check us out at Clever Kaiju as well. All artists, inspiring artists, professional artists, we're all on there. It's a nice little community. We show off our work. We ask each other for help and advice. And again, everyone from professionals to people who are just starting out. Like, we all ask each other about our work, and it's just a great community. And you can get to our Discord through our Facebook, correct, Nate?
Yeah,
There's a link on there.
Yeah, actually, I can.
But it's just a really, really great group, and I'm glad. Again, Nate did the great Spartacus speech, so I'm not going to try to give one myself. But
I may have pulled the trigger a little early. My bad.
No. It's good. No, I just say it's a great community, and we'd love to see you guys there. You're more than welcome to come. Is there anything else, Nate, you want to plug before we go?
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess besides Body Creations Tattoo Shop, I am Nate of Mammoth Press, graphic design and illustration. You can find me Mammoth Press on Instagram and Facebook. Potbelly Mammoth is my personal, like me, for the comic series. Well, the comic series I do, self-published the first volume. Volume 2 is about halfway done. I'll get around to finishing it, I promise. But volume 1 can be found at potbellymammoth.com. Also, Mondays and Wednesdays, I do live streaming on Twitch at Mammoth Press, or twitch.com/Mammoth Press, where, damn, I always get it backwards. I do a lot of live streaming from the Mammoth Press Multicade, an arcade cabinet that I designed and built myself. And I play modern games on PC through Steam Link on it. Sometimes I've been playing games on PC here lately, but that's been my go-to, my shoe in for live streaming. So you can find me on Twitch. Anything you see, anything that we do, you want to talk about it, come hang out, come chat, ask questions, ridicule me, whatever. They all do it. But hey, I also have a way to give treats to the puppies. So if you want to hang out and see the dogs instead of me, that's perfectly fine too. But I think that covers everything for me. Yeah.
Also, too, the episodes are really fun because you get to see them play through games that you normally
that's right, Mammoth Press on YouTube.
Through. So it's really fun because, like, I didn't think I would ever want to watch someone play video games, and it's pretty fun to watch someone play video games.
Well, it's more fun when you're actually in the episode too. But yeah, I do a series of episodes where I do interviews with creators and artists and stuff while we play their favorite arcade games. That's on the Mammoth Press YouTube channel. I'm actually going to be bringing some of them over to the Clever Kaiju YouTube channel. So keep your eye out on that. We have a lot, like I said, we've already got season 1 content that we're rolling out, and then we'll be with it rolling out each episode of season 2, as well as doing personal videos and covering everything from techniques to tools and devices that we use, gear to mental health, anything and everything you can think of that would pertain to an artist in an artist's life, professional or otherwise. We want to make content for that and make it readily available on YouTube, and do some live streaming and stuff featuring, so we want to be more, this next coming year, we want to be more involved and more, other than just the once a month on Pen Clique. So keep an eye out on the Clever Kaiju YouTube channel for sure. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming in.
Sweet.
Well, everyone, does anyone have anything else before we take off tonight? Anybody else? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the Pen Clique. Everyone say goodbye to the nice people out there.
Goodbye.
See you next month.